1. The anointing of a shepherd. 1 Samuel 16, 2, 1-13. Israel's first king, Saul, had disobeyed God. The Lord told the prophet Samuel to go to Bethlehem, to the house of Jesse, for there he had chosen a new king. One by one, Jesse's sons passed before Samuel. The oldest, Eliab, looked strong and kingly, but God whispered, "Do not look at his appearance or height. The Lord does not see as man sees. Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." At last, the youngest son was called. David, the shepherd boy, came from the fields, smelling of sheep, with ruddy cheeks and bright eyes. The Lord sighed, "Rise and anoint him. This is the one." So Samuel poured oil on David's head, and from that day, the Spirit of the Lord rested on him. 2. David the harpist. 1 Samuel 16, 14-23. King Saul was troubled by an evil spirit. His servants sought someone who could soothe him with music. Word spread of a young shepherd who played the harp skillfully. David was brought before Saul. When David played, the music calmed the king, and peace returned. Though Saul did not yet know David's destiny, God was weaving the shepherd into the life of Israel's throne. 3. Facing the giant. 1 Samuel 17. The Philistine army gathered for war. Their champion, Goliath of Gath, towered over men. Nearly 10 feet tall, his armor gleaming. For 40 days he mocked Israel. "Choose a man to fight me. If he wins, we will serve you. But if I prevail, you will serve us." Fear paralyzed the soldiers. Even King Saul trembled. Then David, sent to bring food to his brothers, heard Goliath's defiance. Outraged, he cried, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine, that he should defy the armies of the living God?" Saul doubted him, but David remembered the lions and bears he had fought as a shepherd. "The Lord who delivered me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will deliver me from this Philistine." Rejecting armor, David took only his staff, sling, and 5 smooth stones. Standing before Goliath, David declared, "You come against me with sword, spear, and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel. This battle is the Lord's." He slung a stone that struck the giant's forehead. Goliath fell face down, and David cut off his head. Israel's army surged forward in victory. 4. David and Saul. 1 Samuel 18-24. David's fame grew. The people sang, "Saul has slain his thousands, and David his tens of thousands." Jealousy poisoned Saul's heart. Saul hurled spears at David, hunted him across deserts and caves, and sought his life. Yet David refused to kill the king, even when given the chance. In a cave at En-Gedi, David secretly cut the corner of Saul's robe but spared him, saying, "I will not lift my hand against the Lord's anointed." David's loyalty showed his trust that God, not violence, would fulfill his promise. 5. The covenant with Jonathan. 1 Samuel 1, 8-14. 2016-17. Amid Saul's hatred, David found a friend in Saul's son, Jonathan. Their souls were knit together. Jonathan gave David his robe, armor, and sword, sealing a covenant of loyalty. Though Jonathan was heir to the throne, he recognized God's calling on David. Their friendship became a beacon of faithfulness, even in betrayal and war. 6. David the outlaw, yet chosen. 1 Samuel 25-31. 4 years, David lived as a fugitive, gathering men who were in distress or debt. He became their leader, protecting towns and defeating enemies. Yet he never took vengeance against Saul. Even when Saul fell in battle against the Philistines, David mourned, singing, "How the mighty have fallen." 7. The rise of the king. To Samuel 2-5. After Saul's death, David asked the Lord where to go. God led him to Hebron, where the tribe of Judah anointed him king. For years, civil war raged between the house of Saul and the house of David, but God's promise prevailed. At last, all the tribes of Israel came to David at Hebron, saying, "We are your own flesh and blood. Alongside you will shepherd my people Israel, and you will become their ruler." So the elders anointed David king over all Israel. He was 30 years old. David captured Jerusalem, making it his city. Key lessons from David's ascent. God looks at the heart, not appearances. 1 Samuel 16-7. Faith in God conquers giants. 1 Samuel 17:45-47. True strength is shown in mercy. 1 Samuel 24-6. God's promises are fulfilled in his timing. 2 Samuel 5-1-3. From a shepherd's field to a king's throne, David's life proves this truth. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Psalm 23:1.